It's Charge Talks with Jan. Turning brokenness into ministries and stories into stepping stones, overcoming mountains and walking through valleys. It's Charge Talks with Jan. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Jan, and it is another beautifully amazing day. It is a fantastic day, and we're gonna have a lot of fun today, and a whole lot of beautiful things are gonna be happening. So it is Father's Day, and I just want to dedicate this show to all the amazing, relentless, overlooked, underappreciated, shoved to the side, thinking that all of them are the same. I want to dedicate this special day to all the fathers of the world, every single father of the world. And it's not just for fathers who have children, but to big brothers and uncles and nephews and grandfathers and godfathers, grand uncles, cousins, wherever you stand in the role of a father. I salute you, and I hope that you have a blissful and amazing and productive, super exciting and fulfilling day, because you are loved and you are celebrated. So I really and truly, look forward to this show, because there are so many persons who stand in the role of being fathers who are not celebrated. They are just, as I said before, pushed to the side, because in a lot of ways, fathers are not celebrated in the way that you would hear Mother's Day coming up or International Women's Day, and everybody would be out getting presents and celebrating these wonderful people in their lives. When it comes to Father's Day, it's a little bit different, and I honestly and truly just want to shed some light on that. So today's show is all about celebrating most of the fathers that I know, and just to give them the honor and the love that they deserve. So what I did was to write down the top names that came to me, and I just wanted to ensure that, I pay homage to these heroes while they're alive, every day and all day. So of course, I have to start out with my own papa. And I want to salute Mr. Marlon Munroe, an amazing dad, somebody who, always has a word of advice, somebody who I can call at any time of the day or night to tell what is going on. And he doesn't say, I don't have time for you. He doesn't say, I can't help you with this right now. But he listens. Even if he doesn't understand what I'm talking about, he listens. And I appreciate that so much, because he's my super dad. And I have to give shout out to his twin brother, who is my uncle, Milton Munroe. So it's Marlon and Milton. Then on my list is Mr. Michael Ranger, an amazing uncle of mine. I want to salute you, my darling. Then we have Mr. Everton Ranger, who's also one of my uncles, and I salute you as well. I also want to pay homage to Jason Ranger. He's a cousin of mine, and he is an outstanding dad. Also, Christopher Ranger. Uncle Kiss. Such an amazing dad. I want to pay homage to another really good father, Romario Samuels. Next, Rajay Hunton. Then I have to give shout out to Mr. Ronald Ranger, followed by Mr. Henry Rangers. You get the gist. They're all my uncles. Then Mr. Omar Robinson. I have to say, Omar, you are an amazing dad. And heaven bless you, my dear. Also to Mr. Jermaine Edwards, salute you, my dear musician friend. Also to Mr. Jermaine Garden, is another amazing father and another amazing musician. Salute you, my dear. Then my dear friend Adrian Wine. Adrian, heaven bless you. Followed by Adrian Bailey. He is an outstanding father. Also to Mr. Ronaldo Hamilton. Thumbs up, my dear friend. To Mr. Dwayne Turpin, I have to say, God bless you. Also to Mr. Omar Jackson, aka Prentice. You're going with a lot of things. Stanley Ashman. He is another amazing father. Then O'Neill Willoughby. Bless you. You are an outstanding father. Then my dear friend, Kerlando Bailey. an outstanding father. Stephen Cunningham, another amazing father. Then to Mr. Marlon Britton, a beautiful father. I also want to pay homage to Mr. Kevin Millwood, who is a fantastic father. To Mr. Brian Harris, an amazing father. Also to Mr. Sean Hansen, a phenomenal dad. And to Dr. Pinnock, an amazing father. Also want to pay homage to Mr. Romain Ewart. He is a fantastic dad. Also to Mr. Rowan Hyman, great father. Mr. Maurice Bryce, salute you, Mar. You are amazing. Mr. Ronald Booth, fantastic mentor and father. To Mr. Dion Wong Su, an outstanding father. Also to Mr. Christian Young, I salute you, my dear friend. Sanjay Blake, a beautiful father, absolutely beautiful. To Mr. Orain Williams, an amazing father. To Mr. Devon Harris, a mentor and a father. To Mr. Charles Hyatt Jr., my mentor, my friend, tell it to me anyhow it seems to be told to, and an outstanding father, I have to say. To Mr. Kenneth Booth Jr., an amazing dad. To Mr. Al Robinson, I salute you, mentor, father, and friend. To Mr. David Lewis, an amazing father. Also to Mr. Everton Lewis, an outstanding dad. To Mr. Dwayne Bennett, outstanding father. To Mr. Roland Gardner, an amazing friend, mentor, and definitely an amazing dad. Nicholas Hutchinson, heaven bless you, sir. To Mr. Dr. Michael Abrahams, mentor, friend, father, the list goes on. To Mr. Sean Garden, an amazing father. To Mr. Andrew Anderson, an amazing producer and father, salute you. To Mr. Lissandro, an outstanding father. To Mr. Dejon Stevenson, an outstanding father. Mr. Tamar Harvey, another outstanding father. And last but definitely not least, Mr. Philbert Ward, an amazing father. And it was my pleasure just sitting down and thinking about how these fathers have impacted not just their children's lives, but also the persons around them, also the persons that they encounter day to day, and just being such a positive influence in their lives, because it is necessary and it is needed. So it was a pleasure for me, and just to say thank you, just to say it is so amazing what you do on a day-to-day basis, not just for your kids, as I said, but for those around you. And I want to say this not because a lot of us believe that if you don't biologically, give or make up with a woman to bring forth a child, then you are not a father. But I have met fathers whose children have died, whose children, doesn't even respect them as a father, but they still stand in the capacity of being fathers because they still care. They still understand, they still give, they still contribute, they still do what is necessary to ensure that whatever needs to be done is done. So I don't want you to feel any type of way that you are not a good father, because you are an amazing father. And I want to salute you and ask that you continue to do amazing work. Have a blessed day, have a great day, and just continue to live and love and continue to do some awesome things. Bye. It's Charge Talks with Jan. Turning brokenness into ministries and stories into stepping stones, overcoming mountains and